Behind me on Wellington Drive is where we learned from these arrest records that Jacqueline Torres-Garcia was last seen alive by her mother, the mother's ex-boyfriend, and her aunt. They lived here for a few years. Now, the site that we've been showing you, the memorial site, that's where arrest records say that the mother's ex-boyfriend, Jonathan Nanita, admitted to moving the body to about a year after Mimi's death, when the family also moved to New Britain. On October 8th, an anonymous tip about a possible dead body on Clark Street led police to Jonathan Nanita. Warrants say he admitted to getting rid of a tote with a bin inside at the backyard of the house on Clark Street. But he said he only did it because Mimi's mother, Carla Garcia, his ex-girlfriend, asked him to. In one of the arrest records, police wrote, he first stated he did not know who was in the bin. The officer asked Nanita again, who was in the bin, and he shrugged and said, I haven't seen Jacqueline. The officer asked if he knew it was Jacqueline, and he nodded yes. He suggested Carla might have killed Mimi. He said one day he walked into the Farmington house and saw blood on the walls and never saw Mimi again after that. Documents say Mimi's mother, Carla, was interviewed separately and at first acted surprised that her daughter was unaccounted for. She kept asking police, "What do you mean?" She later changed her story and told police Nanita was abusive to her and her other 4 kids. She said Nanita beat Mimi one day and then she never saw her daughter again. It was only after police confronted her with a photo they discovered, a photo of Mimi zip-tied to the ground, lying on top of pea beds, that she shared these disturbing details. Carla said she, Nanita, and Mimi's aunt, Jacqueline Garcia, kept her tied up. She said Mimi was mistreated and they stopped giving her food about 2 weeks leading up to her death. The medical examiner's autopsy report backs up that story. It says Mimi was 26 to 27 pounds when her body was found, and the condition of the corpse was because of severe malnourishment, not decomposition. It's the doctor's opinion that Mimi died from severe and prolonged malnourishment. Now, Mimi's biological father, Victor Torres, was also interviewed by police. He told them the last time he saw his daughter was in June 2024. He moved to Florida about a year later, but every time he'd come back to visit family, documents say Carla always made an excuse why his daughter wasn't home to see him. Reporting in Farmington, Soline Air, Fox 61.